Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my foundation declutter. I think we're almost on the last batch. We shall see. First up is this Nars. What is this? Nars Light Reflecting Foundation, and the shade is Macao. I'm so happy that whenever I do pick a Nars foundation, I'm always the shade Macao. So like I said, I love when a foundation brand keeps the shades the same across the board. I haven't picked this up in a while. No, probably around the beginning of the year, I fell back in love with this foundation. It's so lightweight and breathable. I will take this over their skin tint because it's like a medium coverage and it works excellent. So this I know I love, although I need to jump back in and do what I need to do with that. Next up is my Lancome Tint Idole Care and Glow, and this is in the shade 510N. Hold on. Oh, y'all. See, that's the good thing about Lancome. It expired in February. How much longer after the expiration date do I have to use this? Somebody drop down in the comments and let me know. But yeah, so I love this foundation. This when it first came out, like I absolutely instantly fell in love with it. So I'm gonna set this to the side because that means I have to use it if it expired in February. How much longer do I have to use it as it expires? Drop down and let me know. So that's going in the I must use immediately. This is the Lancome in 4.95. This I have another one. So this is the old version of it. All of my old versions formulas was the shade 4.95. That's my absolute perfect match, and then they reformulated it and now I can't find my shade. For Mother's Day, when I went to find mom a Mother's Day package present or gift or whatever, I went in Dillard's and went to their Lancome section, and I swatched like a shade that was under 515, and it still oxidized like really bad. It oxidized really bad. So yeah, when does this expire? Oh, this is an old one. This expired in 2021. Y'all know I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Can I keep this? We're gonna put that over there. Okay, yeah. I'm crazy. Okay. So this is the Be Perfect Chrome Cover Medium Coverage Soft Filter Luminous Foundation in the shade W11. If you know Be Perfect, I think is a I don't know what kind of brand it is, but they're not in America, so I don't know. I forgot. But anyway, it's a really good brand. I love their eyeshadows. Like, love their eyeshadow. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. The color match is not spot on. It doesn't match me perfectly, which I think most foundations really don't. But if you work with them long enough, then they'll start working for you. They'll start working for you. But I love this foundation. This didn't get a lot of hype. This didn't get a lot of hype at all, and I don't know why. It comes in a luminous version and it comes in a matte version, and I love both of them. So yeah, I'll stick that to the side over there. Next up is my Glossier, which I know came out a few months ago, and this is in the shade Medium Deep 3. This is a very affordable foundation. It's skin-like, it's soft on the skin, it won't weigh your skin down. It still has that luminous but not greasy type of look. This color is neutral for me, and I like it. I love it. Matter of fact, was putting this up like in my top 5, even though I haven't picked it up a lot. I have a lot of foundations that's in my top 5 that somehow or another I never pick up. I don't want to use them up. So stick that over there. And next up, we got this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation Stay All Day and Night. Is in the shade 13. I have a love-hate relationship with this foundation. Some days I love it, some days I don't. With this foundation, I have learned that you need to use as less product as possible. Treat this like a concealer when you put it on, if you don't want a lot of coverage. If you want full coverage, then by all means go ahead and use as much as you want to use. But if you're looking for, you know, a really natural, I'm gonna say medium type coverage, use it as a concealer. Just a lightly spot conceal with it, and that's all you need. That's how full coverage this foundation is. But I have a love-hate relationship with it. I'm gonna stick this over here with the Lancome because I'm gonna need to get rid of it. Next is this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 11. This right here is another foundation to me that has that, not serum, but it has that like all to powder type feel when I apply it. It's still a very pretty lightweight. I think this would be really good for like the summertime. It has, and the color match is good. Matter of fact, I have the concealer that goes with this. I picture this to be really good for spring and summer because of how lightweight it is. So yeah, it has that oil to powder kind of feel, but it doesn't yuck me out like some of those foundations y'all know does. So this is my Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint in the shade in the shade 20. Another banger for the summertime if you're interested. Very lightweight. I think this is travel friendly. I think a lot of days, a lot of people look for packaging that can be travel friendly, you know, like easy to travel with, not heavy, not bulky, and this is just perfect. This is another item. Even though it's skin tint, to me, it applies like a foundation, so I go very light-handed with it. Yeah, over there. Next up is my Clinique Even Better Hydrating Repair foundation in the shade 114W. Turn the light down just a little bit. I feel like y'all too bright. Yeah, that's a lot better. I love the fact that this comes in a plastic tube. Like I said, easy to, even if you're one of those people that like to put makeup in your bag, your purse, and tote it around. I have the shade WN114 Golden, which is pretty good shade for me. Now this right here, I'm going to stick to the side because I need to pick it up more often. Clinique was one of the higher end brands that I fell in love with when I first started makeup, and they have been consistent in my collection ever since. So I'm going to stick this with the Lancome. Next up, well, I just purchased this one. This is the new Fenty Soft Lit Natural Luminous Longwear Foundation, and I had the shade 420, which is a little, some people say that it pulls kind of warm on them. To me, it's a warm that I can work with. It's not a warm to the point where it's extremely red and makes me look orange. So I can work with the warmness of this foundation. Fenty is another brand that tries to keep their shades the same across the board, no matter the collection. So I can appreciate that. But this is a new, y'all know this is a new buy in the collection. So that's going to go over there. And let's do another new buy. Next up is the Urban Decay Face Bond, and I have it in medium deep neutral shade 29. If you saw my recent reviews on this, absolutely love this. You need this foundation for the summertime if you're looking for something really lightweight, but you need or you want a little coverage without putting in a lot of work. This is it. Love the packaging, the fact that it's so small, so dainty, comes in a squeezable tube. You know, it's not heavy. You get a lot of bang for such a little cute packaging. You know what I mean? You look at this and you think, oh, this is drugstore, this is cheap, it's not really gonna work. And that most of the times I really can't see why some foundations and products go viral, but this right here, I understand exactly why it went viral. Next up is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Longwear Foundation. And this is in the shade 6W1 Sandalwood. I am so not a fan of that double wear stay in place Estee Lauder. It has never worked for me. I guess it was too full coverage for my skin to handle. So yeah, but this right here, oh my gosh, guys, if you could get your hands on this, especially with the summer heat coming up, this is absolutely beautiful. When you first apply it, it looks a little radiant, looks a little glowy on the skin, but after it settles and sets, this looks like a second layer of skin that's just magnificent. I put a whole lot. This is high up there in my ratings of my foundations. This is beautiful. And I want to say, like, I got this for a sample. I got this from like a free gift from Ulta one time. This is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful foundation. Next up is this REM foundation, and I have the shade Deep 2G. I can't say, what is this, Ariana Grande? I can't say this is beautiful. I'm gonna set this with the Lancome section of stuff I need to use, because I can honestly say, even though I found this to be a really beautiful foundation, I rarely pick it up. In no particular reason. I need to find out. I need to sit it over here so I can use it up or try it again and see. This is one that I definitely need to try again because I haven't used this in months. And no particular reason. As you can see, I just have a lot of foundations that I love, and I'm the type that picks up the same one over and over and over again. Next up is my Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Care Glow. And this is in the shade, I don't know because they make it so little. Okay, 6. Okay, this is W420. Givenchy, beautiful foundations. Y'all know I'm not one for putting like a high-end name brand thing, a name on it, and saying just because the name is so high-end or the product is high-end, the makeup is excellent. No. I like it if it's drugstore. I like it if it's high end, if it does what it says it's going to do. And this is one that says it's going to do what it's going to do. I'm going to stick it in the use it pile. Haven't picked this up in a minute. Need to let that go. Okay. One of my favorite drugstore foundations that I found a couple of months ago to absolutely love. I'm looking to see if this has an expiration on the date. Oh yeah, 2025. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's 600 Cinnamon. It's the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Foundation. Beautiful. Beautiful. I remember when I first started makeup, it was so hard for me to find my shade because, of course, I did not know what I was doing. Heck, I still don't know what I'm doing, but I know a lot more than what I used to know. And I used to always want this foundation. Believe you me, I could never find my shade. Half of that is my fault because I had no idea what I was doing. But when I finally found my shade in this foundation, Revlon does not get a lot of hype for this foundation. This is a very good drugstore foundation. This could easily be put in a department store next to a high-end foundation and perform just as well. That's how good it is. Next up is another one of my drugstore loves, which a lot of people don't really care for because their shade selection for darker skin is kind of wonky. But this is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer for all skin types. And I have the shade Deep Cool. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a little on the warm side, so of course I had to add some of my yellow pigment, but I don't mind. I would hope that Physicians Formula will get it right one day and come out with some more shades, some more undertones, but this is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. This is very high up there on my foundation drugstore love list. Like, I tried this on a whim and couldn't believe how well it performed. Next up is my Smashbox Always On in D10W. Another banger for me. recent purchase. Y'all know this just came out a couple of months ago. This is another, this is comparable to the Glossier. In my opinion, the Glossier foundation is so skin-like and natural. I love foundations that it just looks like I have a second skin on, and my skin is still breathing. It's still, hydrated. I love a good hydrated skin look. Like I want to look like I drink water all day, every day. That's what I want to look like. So love this. Next is, what is that? That's a blush. We don't need that. I can't find myself to get rid of this, and I know for sure they do not carry this no more, and I love it. It's the Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation in the shade 22 Dark. Lorac was one of the first brands for me when I first got into makeup that I really enjoyed, really loved. From the eyeshadow was their main thing for me back in the day. So I'm going to put this with the Lancome stuff because I need to use it. It's kind of, you would think that it was thick, but no, if you can hear it, it's very liquidy. So it's one of those, I think, like liquid to powder type foundations. So that's going over there in the use it pile. Next up is this the Nessa Myrick Vision Cream Cover. It's a foundation and concealer, 2-in-1 in the shade W05. And this is how it looks. This is another one that I for sure need to use up. Oh, you only need you only need a half a dot of this to do your whole face. Now this is a definition of full coverage, everything. Full coverage foundation, full coverage concealer. Like to sheer this out, you would need to apply this with a damp sponge. That's how full coverage it is for me. The full coverage. So if you, and this is very travel friendly right here. So if you were looking for something little to get your bang for your buck, this is it. If you're a full coverage girl, this is it. Little product, very little product needed, and you'll get everything you need. Next up is the Revlon Illuminate Skin Tint. This recently came out. Y'all know this is new, and I have the shade 509 Sandalwood. Another item I had no high hopes for, but end up absolutely loving and adoring. This right here is beautiful. Beautiful. Another skin light, great for summertime, the hotter weather. Believe it or not, today it's May, and it was like 95 degrees. So when I say if you stepped out the door today, that heat automatically sucked everything out of you, like literally. If you did not have to go outside in Georgia today, you should not have went outside. I passed by the park and it was so many people on the park just laying in the grass. Are y'all crazy? You got to be crazy. I'm not about to go out there and cook like some barbecue chicken. I will not. No, no. So this can go over there on the newly purchased. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but they were in the basket. But I feel like I apologize if y'all have already seen this in my collection. But it's the MAC Everywhere All Over face pen, and I have the shade NC50 for my foundation shade and the shade NC7 to highlight with. Winner. This is a staple. This is something that you must have in your collection at all times. This acts also as a concealer slash foundation. Very lightweight, very breathable. I could see you wearing this to a special event. I could see you wearing this to Walmart. It's that all-purpose foundation. That's what this is. All-purpose foundation and concealer. MAC knocked it out the park when they formulated this one. Next up is some foundation, some Shop Miss A. Y'all know Shop Miss A is my dollar store. Love it for my dollar makeup and all things dollar related. This is the AOA Vision Matte Foundation. I have it in T3, which I highlight with. It's a highlight shade. D1, which is an okay foundation shade for me. And then D2, which is perfect for me. They were all $1. all these foundations I'm talking about, guys, if you want to know how they looked on me, how they wore, just go ahead. I have a foundation playlist on the channel. You can always click on that playlist, and any foundation that I've ever talked about, ever reviewed is in that playlist. Love this. For $1.88, it don't get no better than this. It don't get no better than this. And matter of fact, they came out with a AOA Pure complexion, and this is in the shade D1. Love it. Love it. Skin in a bottle, skin in a bottle, skin in a bottle. I can't say that more. If you're on a limited budget, which I think most of us are with how the economy is rolling out these days, go to Shop Miss A. Matter of fact, they're having a sale for Memorial Day. I need to place my order. Love this stuff. Love it. I can wear this to work, church, wedding, anything you want me to wear this to. I can wear this and be set. Love this. Next up is this Sephora Clean foundation in the shade 31. And I picked this up from TJ Maxx whenever I did get it on a whim. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if Sephora still carries it in the store, but if you're like in TJ Maxx or Marshalls and see this, get it. Get it. It's reminiscent of this Shop Miss A foundation. So if you don't feel like ordering anything offline and you happen to see this in the store, it's your girl right there. Now this right here is the Lip Bar Skin Tint 3-in-1 skin conditioner, and I have the shade Almond Joy. I'm starting to think I probably need to throw this on away because I think it's too old, because when I put it on, it oxidizes like really orange. I look like a basketball. So I think this one is old. I know for sure. So I'm gonna throw this in the trash, and then I'll pick up another one. But beautiful, beautiful skin tint, black on, sold at Target. Probably was like one of my first skin tints, because y'all know they've been out for a minute. So this probably was like one of my first skin tints that I purchased. And I think we got one more tonight. And last but not least is this Ulta Beauty Velvet Matte 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. And this one is in the shade Deep Warm. It's another thing that Ulta got rid of. Don't know why they got rid of it, but they need to bring it back. I always fall in love with items, and they're like, oh, we got rid of it, we don't sell it no more. And I'm like, why? Why? And no one can really tell you why. And it's like things that they replace the good stuff with is so not worth it. It's like you got rid of the best product you had to bring in this. Why? Why? But this right here is another skin in a bottle. Easy packaging, lightweight, affordable, because I think it was like $10 at most. $10 at most. This was another item that I purchased on a whim, and yeah, so glad I did. And I have one more, which is this is the original Huda Beauty. You know, they have luminous matte, which I showed y'all, and this is the regular one. All of my colors in Huda Beauty is 500G. So yeah, I'm gonna put this with the Lancome stuff. And when I say Lancome stash, you know, that means the stash of foundations that I need to work my way through, because I love and adore the luminous matte one, but this is the original one. All of my foundations are a full, like full. Okay, I need to stop. I don't need to buy no more foundations this year. What is this? What is almost June? 6 months. Give it 6 months, no foundation buy. We'll see how many weeks I can go. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I think if anything, we have one more foundations declutter that we need to swing through, but other than that, that's it for today. If you have any of these foundations, as always, drop down in the comment section. Let me know how you like them or how you dislike them, whatever you choose. And I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute, because as you see, I got a whole lot going on my little tiny desk. This is what I try to do my makeup on every morning, and as you can see, it always get crowded. Okay, thank you. I'm not saying thank you. Thank you. Talk to you later. Peace out. Bye, guys.